Okay, so today we're taking a very first look at the Westland Scout in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is the latest local legend to make its appearance within the sim. So I think it's built by InnyBuilds. I may be wrong. I certainly read that on a news article about it. So we're going to go and have a look around it first, and then we'll take it for a fly and have some fun charging around the countryside at low level. So the modelling of it looks spectacular, doesn't it? But I think we end up saying that all the time at the moment. So these professional teams that build the aircraft really have nailed how to do it now. So the material modelling is just so good these days. So let's have a look around the jet engines, or jet engine, the gas turbine that powers the helicopter. So there's the Skylake or swash plate that drives the blades. It's impressive, isn't it? So if we come in from where the pilots are, if we get closer, we can have a good look at the instruments. Very cool. So it's all rather rudimentary because obviously this is an aircraft that was flown in the 60s and 70s. And carried on into the 80s. It took part in the Falklands conflict, I believe. I'm not sure if it was both the Army and the Navy variants, but yeah, it's very cool to see it in here, in the sim. I'm surprised, to be honest, that Asobo have released essentially a military aircraft as their local legend. Although I suppose they did. They've edged towards it in the past, but it just surprises me that they've released anything even vaguely military as a local legend. Anyway, we've had a look around it. Let's go and close the doors. Do we have to go and click on the handle? Yeah, we do. So for this first flight, I am going to cheat and press Control and E and see what happens. Before we do that, let's just check the controls. So yeah, the yoke is working. Rudder pedals are working. So there's my cyclic, and then I've got power on the right stick. Okay, that's good. Let's see what the volume's like. I know, yeah, I'm going to leave it on maximum. So Rachel has arrived in the live stream chat. Hi, Rachel. We're on the corner of Coningsby, by the way, if anybody's wondering where we are. I thought it was only fitting that we're in a military aircraft. We ought to go to a military airbase. Although this is an RAF base, and this is an army helicopter, really. Just increasing the throttle to see what happens with the rotor RPM. Getting a feel for it. Okay, so it wants to go backwards. Should go for a bit of a tour of the airbase to get a feel for how it moves. I'm going in completely blind. This is the first time I've been in this or any other helicopter for quite some time. Hanging around over this grass here just to get a feel for how it moves. Okay, let's bring it back down and put it gently down in the grass, and then we'll go for a fly after we've had a play with hovering and bringing it in. Okay, let's go for have some fun, shall we? Yeah, this is live weather. All I've done is wound the clock back. So, because it's obviously dark in the UK at the moment. Lots of typhoons. There's a Harrier down there. So this is the Coningsby scenery. So obviously there's a typhoon squadron here. So there's going to be typhoons galore. Let's go and see what's parked on the other stand over here. Should be a lightning over here. Yeah, there is. Just going to have a quick look at the lightning, and then we'll head off towards the Lincolnshire Wolds and do some low flying over the hills and see how it handles. So yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a BAC lightning. Okay, I should really get out of the way of all these masts and everything, shouldn't I? So what direction do we need to be going today? Let's have a look. So we're at Coningsby. We want to go about 30 degrees then. So where's the compass? Okay, it's directly behind the yoke, which is really useful. That means I can't see it unless I crane around the yoke. Going roughly the right direction. Someone's asking how fast does it go? I have no idea, I've not tried it yet. Probably not that fast. About, yeah, we're just coming up for 90 knots. So if I go helicopters don't like going that fast. This one doesn't look. It's going to get to about 100 in cruise, maybe if we're lucky. But it's not a very comfortable experience. I'm just looking to see if I can see the compass there. Yeah, we're not going nowhere near the direction we wanted to be going. see a compass on the co-pilot's side? Yes, I can. I'll look at his compass instead. Okay, let's pick a feature in the landscape. So those hills out on the horizon. Okay, so I was going too fast there, so we went through about 120 knots, and the Xbox controller I've got plugged in started vibrating its way off the table. It's doing it again. So when it was about 110 knots, it starts doing it. So I'm going to come back off the power a bit, or on the cyclic even. Going again, look, 110 knots, yeah, every time. Doesn't like going faster than 110. So keep an eye on that. How are we doing for direction? Yeah, we're looking good. So I have got the tail rotor assistance switched on, purely because I don't have rudder pedals, and trying to control the rudder pedal with a twist stick is hazardous at best. But everything else is on fully realistic, you know, as difficult as the flight model will allow it to get. I suppose full disclosure in terms of helicopters, I learnt to fly on a proper helicopter simulator for radio control helicopters many years ago, which means it kind of comes second nature to me. So it's not a surprise the way helicopters behave at all. My brother actually had a radio control helicopter for a time, and he was one of the first people that kind of proved that you could learn on a simulator and jump straight to the real thing. I don't think he ever crashed the radio control helicopter, and he went straight to flying it in three-dimensional exercises, you know, straight away. Let's see where we are on the map. So we're almost in the woods. Pylons, I guess. Okay, so if we head over towards... whoa! That's what you get flying a helicopter and not looking where you're going. If we fly over towards the coast, there's lots of small airfields over there, so we can find somewhere to land if we want to. Or we could go over to one of the other big air bases that are nearby. There's Waddington. There's quite a long run to get there. Lincolnshire's very flat, isn't it? So if we just carry on west for a while, we'll eventually end up over at Waddington, which is where the Vulcans used to be based, I believe. Should we go for some altitude and see how it behaves? Okay, so we're heading off towards Waddington. Should follow the road. Scare some drivers. Brief look at the map to see where we are. So we're making our way back to Waddington. It's going to take a while. That's fine, we get to admire the scenery along the way. no idea how quickly this chews through fuel. I don't even know where the fuel gauge is yet. So I'm just having a look around to familiarise myself where things are. And trying to fly it at the same time. Easier said than done. We go low level and start skimming the trees. See pylons coming, so maybe we'll climb. I haven't got the power lines add-on installed at the moment, otherwise we really would be having to be very careful. So just reading the comments there from Robert, the reason this aircraft or this helicopter is so stable, A, you may have assistance switched on in the simulator, and B, Asobo tend to dumb down the aircraft, so the local legends tend to be massively simplified. There are a couple of realistic helicopters in the simulator. One of them has an external flight model. But having said that, the helicopters within the sim, the native ones, have got a lot better. So is it the Capri? It's very, very good. Also, the earlier versions of the Belljet Rangers are good as well. Okay, we're nearly there. We should see the airfield fairly soon. So we get a little bit of altitude on the way in. Convert some of our airspeed into height. see Waddington over there. Someone's gone a bit mad with the AI houses here in the middle of a solar farm. So I think the AI got that a bit wrong. Okay, so you can see Waddington directly ahead of us. We're coming over the airfield fairly soon. Going to have a look at the Vulcan. That sound effect of the blades slapping the air was very, very good. There's a C-17 down here. I need to watch out for these masts, don't I? Need to be careful. I'll stay this side of it. Very cool. There's a C-130 over there. Get away from these masts, they're getting a bit scary. That's a Falcon, isn't it? I think. And that. Chinook parked up. Should we see if we can put it down on the helipad? I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to do anything this accurate with it, but we'll have a go. That's not bad for a first landing, is it? I'll take that. Oh, my hand is aching. So I wonder how we kill the engine. Let's go and turn the head tracking off so we can have a good look around some of these switches and levers. That's the anti-collision lights, windscreen wipers, pitot. The engine is dying slowly. Yeah, there we go. We've managed to kill it. Let's just go and watch the animation. How did I do actually on the helipad? Well, it's fairly near the middle. Have a look around I haven't looked around the back of the seats yet. So what do we get hidden in here? Safety in flight, Westland Scout. And a radio. And another one. I wonder what that does. So all I did was killed the fuel, but it hasn't stopped the blade spinning, has it? Unless it just takes a very long time to spin down. Is that smoke coming from the helicopter that was causing that? Interesting. Yeah, so I just increased the collective to see if it would slow the rotors more quickly, and it seemed to. So there we go. Look, you can see the effect of the Skylake on the rotors, the pitch of the rotors. So that used aero braking and it worked. It's very cool, isn't it? The level of detail they've gone to. Okay, that was just a short flight really, just to go and try the helicopter out. I will learn it properly over the next few days and do a proper video having a look at it. We'll have a look at the seagoing variant of it as well. So yeah, it's heading towards midnight here. I just read the comments saying it's early in the US, you should fly more. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that. So that's a first look at the Westland Scout in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think the naval version is called the Wasp. I'm going to leave it there. See you again soon. Take care.